I tell you what. Try it. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Standard commentary voice, standard commentary voice, standard commentary voice. Bit more exciting, very exciting. pitch. Waiting for vision. Welcome, one and all, to one of the best sites in Victorian football and, dare I say it, Australian football. Monday nights at the Veneto Club for NPL Women's Victoria action as FC Bulleen Lions, wearing their famous all-maroon kits, get us underway, kicking from right to left of your screen and immediately bursting forward, forcing their opponents, Alamein FC, wearing their all-blue kits, kicking from left to right of your screen to scramble it away in the form of Kristen Malloy. But Coach Caitlin Friend's Bulleen side, who are looking to extend their lead atop the women's Victorian top flight today to 5 points, have already won themselves a corner in this one after 30 seconds to be taken by Yuka Sato. My name is Joey Lynch. Thank you ever so much for joining us this evening. As Sato drifts it in, Markowski was lurking, couldn't get onto it, as Alamein looked to potentially get out in transition, potentially just clear their lines. They won't accomplish the former, but they will the latter, as the ball goes back to the Bulleen backline and Leah Maldiri playing alongside Isabel DeHarkis. We'll take you through the lineups in a second, maybe once this game pauses to take a breath after a frenetic opening, as Markowski driving down the right flank. She's got options in the middle, can't find any of them on the first attempt. Ball will come back out to the towering striker for a second go, and Alamein will do enough to put the ball out for a throw-in to their advantage. For the visiting Alamein, they've got Taylor Murphy in goal. In front of her, Molly Burke, Sydney Allen, the captain, Catherine Renahan, Emma Runnels, Ruby Walsh, Kristen Malloy, who made that early tackle, Ashley Lefebvre, Annabelle Haffenden returning in the mid-season transfer window from Adelaide United, Rebecca Saber, their leading scorer with 7 goals, and Daniela De Pessa, who came up big with the 84th minute winner last week to defeat Calder United. And the ball is played back to Haffenden, who then spreads it across to Walsh. Haffenden setting it back to Taylor Murphy. Alamein have also signed Miranda Templeman, former World Cup representative for the Young Matildas at that tournament back in Costa Rica a few years ago. She's not on the team sheet today. For FC Bulleen Lions, they've got Erin Hudson in goal. In front of her, Leah Maldiri, Isabel DeHarkis, Alana Byrne, Araha Little, Mia Bullich, Yuka Sato, Lourdes Gonzalez, Caitlin O'Brien, Maya Markowski, and Alana Cordolino. Both of these sides, probably the two form sides here in NPL Women's Victoria. Bulleen, well, they lost on opening day to the Essendon Royals, and then they started winning and have never stopped. 8 straight wins heading into this round 10 clash. 8 wins, 1 loss. Looking to make it 9 today, Coach Caitlin Friend's side. Alamein didn't start the best, but they have won 4 of their last 5, moving up to 6th place on the ladder. 4 wins, a draw, and 4 defeats thus far on the campaign for Coach Liam Kafka-Sweeney's side. Having to do a bit of defending now as Byrne just knocks it across. Cordolino, speedster, but she's going to get stood up on this occasion, having to try to find a way past a couple of defenders. Alamein now. And the American skipper is just sort of just driven out, pushed out, fairly though. And Bulleen will have a throw in, which will come to naught. Sydney Allen moves it along. Beyond Runnels, it is going to find, well, it did find Alamein in an advantageous position, but one they couldn't take advantage of. Throw in the Gonzalez direction. Bulleen will have another throw in on that far left-hand side of the pitch, right in front of their dugout. Players on both sides properly bundled up on that substitutes bench, as ever, here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. It is a very chilly night. Thermals, beanies and gloves on the agenda, and a hot chockey if you're lucky enough. Give you a good one at the canteen here. There's Bulleen trying to get down the right flank to Markowski. It's picked out by Malloy. Good defending there from Runnell. She can't keep possession, but she makes life difficult for Bulleen. Markowski trying to turn, does so. Knocking the ball forward. Few players give chase. Ball still in dispute. Sato uses her body well. One way, then the other. Burns ball back. Not the best. Saber coming across and eventually taking control. Heffenden to Walsh. Ruby Walsh bringing it inside. Can't beat Sato, who knocks it down to Gonzalez. Sato Gonzalez. Across to Cordolino. She's quick, but so was Walsh. Bulleen with the weight of territory early. And Huntston not much to do in that opposition penalty area, but watch on and shout encouragement. Liam Aldieri giving chase down that flank. Lots of endeavour, no reward. Runnels goes down, giving away a free kick though. She was working against Sato. Emma Runnels was also on that score sheet for Alamein last week, as was Rebecca Saber, as they erased a 2-0 deficit away from home to defeat Calder. Really add a bit of misery onto what has been a season very much down on the Calder standards that we have come to know in NPL Women's Victoria. Alamein will now be forced to defend this high free kick in. Markowski nods it on. Bulleen unable to take advantage. And the ball bouncing out under the watchful eye of Byrne to her side's advantage. Throw in. Taken by Little for Gonzalez. Cordolino's there as well. Gonzalez, the Argentinian. Gonzalez, the second leading scorer on this FC Bulleen Lions side. She's got 4 goals to her name thus far. Can't get to that one. Walsh clears it to Allen. Walsh, clever little back heel. So it wasn't Walsh, that was a back heel from Burke. Well done, Molly Burke. The Harkis picks it out. Sato seeing a lot of the ball early, the Japanese midfielder. Markowski back to goal, trying to lay it off for Byrne. Puts her body through an opponent and comes up with the ball. Markowski. She can't find a way past Kat Ranahan. Gonzalez back to goal, trying to turn. Ball knocked in, but only as far as Malloy. Alamein having to do a lot of defending early, but they are, to this point, holding firm. Bulleen trying to change that, won't be able to. Sydney Allen trying to bring it down. Sato poked it away. Markowski. She coughs the ball up. Alamein unable to transition before it's seized upon by DeHarkis. Captains the side today. Allen, the Alamein skipper, trying to inspire her side in the middle of the park. She'll have to keep attempting to do so as Bulleen take it over. Cordolino, first time ball was intended for Sato. Just deflected away. Tepessa battling for it. Watches as Byrne knocks it back for a touch for Aaron Hudson. And eventually comes under a bit of attention from Runnels and he's forced to just find the touchline. Alamain's ball. Pressure from the front from the Alamain attacker. Rewarded with possession. She's on the ball, back to goal, trying to hold things up. Gonzalez picks her pocket. Caitlin O'Brien down the touchline, foot race is on. Markowski looks to have it won. Cordolino arriving in the box. Markowski stood up, looking for options, looking for teammates under significant amount of pressure. Eventually lays it off for the run of Leah Muldeary down the flank. Muldeary, low ball in, too close to Taylor Murphy and the Kiwi. Seizes upon it and claims to snuff out the Bulleen attack. Saber can't bring it down. Tried the first time ball, sliding off the inside of her boot and through to Taylor Murphy. Over the head of Walsh, headed down by Aroha Little, who gets it back from Cordolino. Left-footed delivery, cleared away. Sato takes it back. O'Brien stood up well, forced her back to Byrne. Out of her Little, bit of time and space, was thinking about it, slides through Maya Markowski, touch took her away from goal. She'll turn, lay it off for Sato. She can't get it, Gonzalez. Alamein players swarming, the Argentinian gets it in, can't find a teammate. Allen around the corner. Runnels comes up with it now, back to Allen. And the challenge from Mia Bulic denies her the opportunity to knock it forward. Allen, clever little spin move from the American. She'll find Walsh. Touch to take her away from Cordolino. Fev into the middle. Byrne and Allen battled for it. Former one out. Markowski's touch gave Gonzalez a bit of work to do, but she did it. Return pass. Couldn't be won by the striker. Ball intended for Runnels, picked out, and now Bulleen bursting forward with intent. Cordolino, there's space in front of her, closed down. Cornelino inside on the right boot, shooting! Cornelino, her 4th goal of the campaign, 1st of the game. And in the 14th minute here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club, FC Bulleen Lions have the goal they have been threatening to take pretty much since the opening kickoff. They've won 8 straight coming in. The most informed side in Victorian football. And now, after less than 15 minutes, they have taken a step on the road to win number 9. How can Alamein respond? As Burke lays it off, back to Haffenden. Will that ball stay in? It won't. Walsh just having to knock it down after already crossed the touchline. Lissel. Lissel again. Cordelino, 1 goal to her name. Looking for a second as she chased down. She'll have to have another go as Kristen Malloy just knocks it away. Lissel. Also at the top of the box, Sato's first time pass intended for Gonzalez. Doesn't come off. All beats Runnels and Saber. Cleared away by DeHarkis. Gonzalez couldn't control it, but it bounced favourably off her chest. Markowski, a heavy touch, sold herself into trouble. Sato cleans up. Little to Cortolino. She's doing battle with Walsh again. The defender wins out, forces her to go back to Little. Ball floated into the box. Gonzalez collected the header down, couldn't get a shot off.
Wait, who was it, Annie?
The run is made by Burke and it's rewarded. It will be a throw-in for Alamein on that far left-hand side. High ball delivered in. Runnels chests it down. Kept her feet out to Sydney Allen. Keeps the ball under pressure from Byrne. Fev. Back to De Peta. Crossfield ball kept in. Haffenden provides the option. Gets the ball from Walsh. Switches the play. Renahan knocks it forward to Lefebvre. She can't find a way through. Bulleen looked to transition. Renahan says, no, you don't. And Hudson will just grab the ball and we can reset. As Bulleen look to come forward once again. Cordelino now, as mentioned, on to 4 goals for the season, drawing level with Gonzalez. Markowski paces the team with 6 goals, which has seen her already surpass her total from the last campaign with Bulleen after she joins mid-season. She had 5 then. Walsh gets rid of it. Attempted spin move by Burke. Little. Cordelino just tried to turn, wasn't allowed to by Haffenden, putting a body in her back. Pessa to Haffenden, to Sydney Allen. With disappointment on her face as she couldn't control it. Ball still in dispute. And Daniela De Pessa does enough to win her side. A throw in just inside their own half on the right flank. Haffenden throws it into the Bulleen half. Walsh brings it back into Alamein. Renahan completes the switch. We're getting it back from Markowski. Fev, a couple of players to beat. The most capped player in Alamain's history. One of a number of alumni from the little US collegiate system out there. And number 16, a former representative of the University of Illinois, the Fighting Illini. Reynolds gets the ball from Lefebvre. Trying to wheel her way around, has it stolen away from her by Sato. Markowski, you can see the role that Markowski is trying to play in a lot of these Bulleen attacks. Just the classic hold-up number 9, striker. Slowing the play down, holding the ball up, laying it off to teammates. Didn't come off on that occasion as Alamein came forward, and they're going to win themselves a corner here. Set pieces, such a valuable tool when you're trying to find an equaliser, trying to force your way back into the game. Will be Sydney Allen to take, another one of those collegiate alumni, as you might expect of an American. Formerly of the University of Missouri at St. Louis. St. Louis. She drifts a high ball into the top of the 6-yard box. Reynolds did meet it with a soaring header, but it glanced off her forehead. Alamein will have the throw in though. Walsh gets us going once again. To Daniela De Pessa. Back to Annabelle Haffenden. Time and space. Sends it in. Couldn't find Allen. Bounces out to Lefebvre. Just dinked it to the top of the box where Isabel De Harkis was waiting for it. Sato sends it out to the right before getting it back. Alamein, some decent pressure here, not allowing Bulleen to carry it out of their own half without challenge. And the inferred pressure from Annabelle Haffenden on Cordolino pays dividends. Shows you the value of when you're running and pressing like that. Even when you don't get the ball, the inferred pressure, you can just tell that the opposition feels it in their heads. But Alamein are going to have to get back now as Markowski was on the ball until she wasn't. Sydney Allen taking it away. Molly Burke unable to control it. Muldeary. As Bulleen are forced all the way backwards, but Alamein quickly clearing their lines and getting forward. Bulleen trying to play their way through. Unable to do so as it's taken away by Lefebvre. Sabre. Probably the right idea with the back heel. High degree of difficulty. Didn't come off. Markowski lays it off of Gonzalez and now through for Cordolino. She's got one and she won't have a second. It's Taylor Murphy, aware of the danger, was out to collect. High ball out. Reynolds heads it down and heads it down well. Fev forward to Sabre. Not cleared by Bulleen. Sato. Gonzalez trying to find a way through. Cordolino's turn now. Kept her feet. Found Gonzalez. Had it taken off her boot. Malloy with a series of crucial interventions tonight. We're only just about to tick over to 24 minutes played. Little ball to the top of the box. Back heel from Markowski to Sato. Deflects away. Markowski trying to use her body, shield it, turning. Unable to get a shot away. Bulleen will have a throw in. Now on this left flank, Araha Little to take it, the Kiwi. Nobody really in particular. Byrne sends it central to Sato. Clever touch to just kill the ball dead as Allen went past. Little, Markowski turning inside and intended the pass for Maldieri. Lefebvre though read it and then takes off running for the ball down the left flank, unable just to keep it in. Deary forced to go back to Bullich, who looks for a bit of distance and a bit of height down that right flank, and the bounce will favour her side as Caitlin O'Brien couldn't come up with the ball but was there to win a throw-in. Markowski, nice little delay before laying it off for Maldieri's run down the flank. Gonzalez, corner of the box, coming through with Sato, couldn't claim it. Sydney Allen now for Alamein. Knocking the ball forward. Runnels gives chase. Keeping the pressure on DeHarkis as the Bulleen centre-back comes up with it and takes off running herself. O'Brien will get this ball in behind. Caitlin O'Brien looking for the byline. Not allowed to get there. Alamain, though, unable to get out of their own half. As Bulleen will just knock it down the flank. And will it go out for a throw-in or a goal kick? It will be the latter. Opportunity for Alamein to get set up. And Taylor Murphy will get us going once again. And you can see not only Alamein preparing, but Bulleen getting in that shape. And forcing Taylor Murphy to send this one long as the players converge. Just about the halfway point of Alamain's half. Drops. Bulleen come up with it. Gonzalez wanted Markowski, but too much mustard on it. Now Alamein forcing the turnover. Runnels through for Sabre. She's not going to get there before DeHarkis. But Sabre kept going with it. Did enough to help Alamein win it back. Lefebvre down the left. Turns. Had Allen in the box. Cross was deflected away. Laid off ball intended for DiPetta. Stolen away by Bulleen. Gonzalez. Touch for Caitlin O'Brien. Can she keep it in? No, she can't. Deary battling with Lefebvre on that left-hand side. Our main player wins out. And Alamein wouldn't say they're winning the territory battle, but doing their bit to keep Bulleen out. And really, they have taken the lead through Coeur d'Alene, Bulleen, but haven't really been sending a deluge of shots in on the goal of Taylor Murphy, sort of getting into the final third before it breaks down. And holding on to that 1-goal lead as we approach the half-an-hour mark here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. De Harkis tries to spring forward, the latest attack for her side. It's not a very long one as it bounces out. Knocked forward by Molly Burke, but there's nobody running onto it, and it will be collected by Erin Hudson. It's a rather even rivalry in the history of the NPL Women's Victoria competition. Alamein, of course, one of these sides that was created upon the founding of this Victorian women's top flight. They've played 20 heading into this season. Bulleen have won 10, Alamein have won 8, and they've drawn 2. Alamein last tasted triumph in this fixture back in August of 2019. One streak will certainly continue tonight in that Alamein haven't kept a clean sheet against Bulleen since June of 2019. They're yet to keep a clean sheet this season. Here's Alamein. Bulleen, conversely, haven't conceded a goal in their last 6 games across all competitions. Nike FC Cup and NPL Women's Victoria. Alamein trying to change that, but Hudson, one of the better goalkeepers in this league, isn't going to be beaten by that. Former Melbourne City representative Erin Hudson, stints with Bayside, Box Hill, Alamein and Southern United, the latter of whom she left to join Bulleen for this season. Talking about the clean sheet streak that Bulleen are on right now. Bit of a change for her. She didn't keep one across her 12 starts for Southern United last year. No doubt enjoying life here at David Barrow Stadium and the Veneto Club. As Bulleen come forward once more, trying to slide it through for Coeur d'Alene. Bit too much on the pass as Murphy comes out to claim. Now an opportunity for Walsh to carry it down the right flank. Coeur d'Alene sprinting back to Container, the former FV emerging representative, signed with Bulleen this season. Started every game for emerging last season, scoring 7 goals. So she's only 3 off that mark here with Bulleen as we play the 10th round of the season. Coeur d'Alene on the ball now. Haffenden trying to stand her up, and then a well-timed sliding challenge, sending it out for a corner. And always interesting to see how FC Bulleen Lions approach these things, these corner kicks. Got a number of different approaches. There's sometimes the conga line at the top of the box where they all get single file. On this occasion, it looks like we've got the mosh pit. Everybody in that 6-yard box, bar Caitlin O'Brien at the top of the box. So, as the mosh pit forms, the ball is sent in that direction. Bulleen can't come up with it, at least initially. O'Brien, high ball back in. Gonzalez was in an offside position as she failed to control it in the end. Would have mattered not had she done so, as the flag went up on that far side of the pitch. Lansing header onwards is claims by Little. Back to Harkus. Alamein clearing their lines. Out to the halfway line, trying to lock Bulleen in their own side of the pitch. And Muldeary's head couldn't keep it in, but will at least gain a few metres. Ball in the hands of Kat Renahan. She'll send it down the touchline, headed away by Caitlin O'Brien. Fev will surrender the ball once more to Renahan. Laid off around the corner, only as far as Byrne. And she's found the roof there. The Lion's Den, that corporate box overlooking David Barrow Stadium. And in doing so, giving away a throw-in as well, which is taken by Alamein. And they'll have a corner.
We've got no supporters.
Watch out, girls. That is an effects mic that you're walking past. Some of the Alamein 20s. Watching the seniors. As Alamein get us going once more. Headed down. But no one there at the back post, or the front post, from where the corner was taken to turn it in. And now, something to think about for Coach Caitlin Friend in the dugout. Sato going down, requiring treatment. Bulleen has Emily Shields on the bench as the backup keeper. Jess Young, one of the mid-season arrivals, is available, as is Betty Michael, Caitlin Storey and Rosie Roger. Alamein has Kate Bean as the backup keeper, number 100, who did play for the 20s in the previous match. Outfielders are Savannah Anastasopoulos, Emily Harbus, Eden Cowan, and the two Lowrys, mid-season arrivals, Harriet and Matilda, crossing over from Calder. And Sato back to her feet. And coming off gingerly. Nobody up warming up for Bulleen, are they? We'll take a look. Although the fourth official is over, preparing that substitutions board, so Sato's race might indeed be run. Cordolino can't turn. And it looks like Sato will be coming off. Trying to just peer behind our fourth official, Gabriel McCoy, and see the numbers he's put on there. And Jess Young, it appears, will be coming on. We'll wait for a stoppage in play to confirm that. Meanwhile, though, Bulleen now currently playing with 10. Can Alamein take advantage, keep it in? Use that one-player superiority that they have been afforded by Sato's absence. Mel Heffenden finds Allen, only for it to be immediately taken away by Gonzalez. Oh, now, bit of miscommunication there between DeHarkus and Hudson. Hudson forced to get back as the long-range effort from Lefebvre, just trying to punish them for that little mix-up. Still waiting for Bulleen to make that change. Sato perhaps trying to convince them that she can stay on. We'll find out. Markowski. Long way from home, but she's been followed all the way by Malloy. Haffenden. Back to Murphy. Byrne keeps it in, but it's taken away immediately by Sabre, knocking it forward for Allen. Bulleen had to be definitive with the challenge, and she was, knocking it out. And it will not be Jess Young coming into the game. Sato has staged a recovery, and she's back out there. Looking a little ginger, but perhaps she will be given, 5 and a bit minutes of regulation plus stoppage time to see if she can just run it out. And then the assessment perhaps at half-time is Bulleen not going to be able to get out of their own side of the pitch. Haffenden taking it away. Get down to Burke. Renahan to Burke. Lefebvre. Allen. Sydney Allen. Trying to let the play develop. Just doesn't come off. And Burke in the vicinity as well as Lefebvre, but it's going to be a throw-in. The amount of bodies that have made their way over to that defensive right flank for Bulleen, though, as they get us going once more. In the end, no clean possession. Instead, it's going to be knocked out. And Bulleen will throw it in once more, having gained a few metres. Chance to get out of their half. So they will. Ball to Markowski, knocked down. There's a couple of Alamein players at her back. High ball forward. Was O'Brien coming back from an offside position? She was. Alamein, restart play. Players slipping and sliding, and in the end it was because they were unfairly infringed. Emma Runnels winning her side a free kick, and well, interesting position here for Alamein. Annabelle Haffenden has decided she was toing and froing, but she will come forward for this one. Driven to the top of the box, nodded on. Runnels is there. Denied by Erin Hudson. Sass up, albeit on an angle, for Emma Runnels as she was looking for her third goal of the campaign, but denied by the Bulleen custodian. And really, outside of Cordellino's goal to put her side ahead, possibly the best look on target that either side has had throughout the 45. As Alamain have a corner, headed back central, cleared away by Sato. Alamein, they can sense the pressure building, trying to just keep it inside Bulleen's side of the pitch. Renahan lofting it in, but straight to Hudson. Sato. Pessa was at her back. Cordellino able to keep it in. Back to Little. But Cordellino was coming back from an offside position, so Alamein just building up that drip, drip, drip. A little bit of pressure in these last few exchanges. Trying to find a way to burst the Bulleen dam. There's Haffenden. Surrenders the free kick and makes her way forward, adding a bit of height to this attack. Ball delivered down the right flank. Nobody there. Haffenden. Well, she made all the effort to get down there. She might as well make the effort to chase it down, but unable to keep it in. Alamein undoubtedly will be taking heart from that comeback win against Calder last week that we've already mentioned. They were down 2-0 in that game, roared back for a 3-2 win. Albeit Bulleen, probably the stiffest test one can face in the Victorian women's top flight if you do want to stage a comeback. Talked about all those clean sheets, 6 on the bounce. Is Daharkis, one of the key reasons for it, coming forward through for O'Brien, but O'Brien had strayed into an offside position and it wouldn't have counted. Alamein coming into this game, that win over Calder. They did have a 3-1 loss to Preston the week before that, but that's their only loss in recent weeks. Sandwiched around a 6-1 win over Bentley, 2-1 win over Brunswick, and a win over FV Emerging. As we approach the end of the first 45 minutes of regulation here at Bulleen, we'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time once it expires. Alamein trying to come forward. Sabre keeping Mia Bullich honest as she clears it away. Now it's going to spill through for Gonzalez, who can carry it into Alamain's half, they're scrambling back. Ball intended for Markowski, couldn't find a way through. It was picked out by Malloy. Daharkis again trying to carry it forward, break some lines through to Gonzalez. Daharkis kept the run going. Centre back partner Mia Bullich on the ball. Gonzalez, Daharkis, under pressure from Allen. Bullich. She looked up and saw Sabre in her face and thought better. Across to Hudson, who under pressure from Allen sent the ball out to Little on the left flank. For her to be unable to control it. Alamain's ball, Allen up and over header. Markowski. Pipetta closes her down, will be coming back. Sabre was in offside position when the challenge was made. Not really a case of timing your runs there, more so just being in a fortunate position when the tackle was made. Fortunately for Rebecca Sabre and Alamein, she wasn't. As the seconds of stoppage time tick away, Bulleen knock it forward. They do have the 1-goal advantage. It's to Cordolino. Can they make it 2 before a half-time break? Liam Aldieri streaming forward before Kat Renahan gets in the road. Maybe time for one final attack from Bulleen. They'll have a throw in here. Liam Aldieri to take. Gonzalez in the box. O'Brien just on the edge of the penalty area by the byline. Markowski awaits in the middle. Gonzalez, low ball through. Couldn't find Markowski or Cordolino. And that will be all that was written here in the first half at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. And it is FC Bulleen Lions that will head to the dressing rooms with a 1-goal advantage thanks to Alana Cordolino's 4th goal of the campaign. They did have the best of play throughout the opening exchanges, did FC Bulleen Lions, but Alamein growing into the game and giving the hosts a few things to think about. They did have a good chance to Emma Runnels late on, forcing Erin Hudson into a save at her near post. Undoubtedly, it will be the hope that they can build on that for their coach, Liam Kafka Sweeney, as we head into the second stanza, which will begin in about 15 minutes. Be sure to join us on the other side for all the action. We are underway here in the second stanza at David Barrow Stadium at the Benito Club. NPL Women's Victoria. Round 10 action resumes with the host, FC Bulleen Lions, holding a 1-0 advantage over Alamein as we commence the second 45 minutes. My name is Joey Lynch. Thank you ever so much for joining us on the NPL Victoria YouTube page. No matter where you happen to be it in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, or anywhere around the world, as Maya Markovski is pinged for, well, coming back from an offside position. And as we resume the second half, I can inform you all that Yuka Sato, having come up a bit of a cropper at the end of the opening half, trying to run it out, while she has succumbed to that malady. She will not take part in the rest of this game, replaced at half-time by Jess Young, who is on the ball now, getting first touches of it and sending the ball through to another offside player. As Bulleen look to press their 1-0 advantage early, an advantage gleaned through Alana Cordolino's fourth goal of the campaign, 14th minute strike that put her side into the ascendancy. As Lefebvre pinged for a handball there as Alamein looked to respond. They were under the cosh a bit early, the visiting side. Alamein in their all-blue away strips, kicking from right to left of your screen. But they grew into it as the half went on, and towards the end of it, producing arguably the game's second best chance thus far, when Emma Runnels forced Erin Hudson, the Bulleen goalkeeper, into action at the near post when it bounced through to her. As we talked about in the opening half, these two, the form sides of the league. Bulleen coming in, top of the table, on an 8-game winning run, looking to go 5 points clear of second place Preston, if they can make it 9 this evening. Alamein, winners of 4 of their last 5 games, currently finding themselves in 6th position, but looking to vault up the table further. If they can engineer a second straight come from behind win after doing so against Calder United last week. Yeah. Has already been a bumper weekend of NPL Women's Victoria action. Essendon making it 2 losses on the bounce for Preston Lions. Emma Robers and TJ Vlanic, 2 new signings for Essendon, coming across from Western United, having spent the last campaign with Calder United on the score sheet for the Royals. As Maya Markovski has stolen a march. Maya Markovski into the penalty area. She's gone wide. It doesn't matter. Maya Markovski is in red-hot form for FC Bulleen Lions, and she has doubled their advantage here early on in the second stanza. She scored last week. She scored again. She's got 7 thus far in the 2024 campaign. And just 3.5 minutes into the second 45 here at David Barrow Stadium at the Benito Club. It is Maya Markovski, the talisman, who has put the hosts up 2-0. And now, can Alamein respond? We talked about coming from behind. They were 2-0 down last week. But as Bulleen spring forward once again, looking to make it 3. This Lioness Mountain, this FC Bulleen Lions side, there is no greater task in the NPL Women's Victoria competition this year than overhauling them. And coming from behind as Gonzalez uses her body well to bring it into the penalty area. They can sense blood. Bulleen, Markovski over the crossbar. They have kept clean sheets in their last 6 games across all competitions, FC Bulleen Lions, as we said in the first half. So it is all to do for Alamein if they are to get that first win over this side since August of 2019. As Alamein have themselves a free kick. Well, there tends to be goals scored in Alamein games by both sides. Alamein were only kept off the score sheet in their opening 2 games of the campaign. They've got at least 1 in every game since. They are seeking to avoid joining the Bentley Greens as being the only side to fail to score this week. Bentley going down 1-0 to Heidelberg United in Steph Galia's 150th game. The Burgers ensuring that their legendary figure got to celebrate in style. As one imagines that Bentley won't be giving up too many bags of goals as the season goes on now that they have Bubs Melissa Barbieri in goal for them. Other games this weekend, Box Hill United having stormed from behind to secure a 3-3 draw with South Melbourne the week prior, securing a 2-1 win over Calder United. Rihanna Policina, the newly signed Rihanna Policina, with a brace on debut for Pythagoras in that one. Burundara, they did it rather comfortably, 4-1 over Brunswick Juventus. And then South Melbourne storming back from behind. Talk about comeback wins. South Melbourne with 4 second-half goals to beat FV Emerging, 4-3 in that one. 7-goal thriller. South Melbourne have strengthened considerably in the mid-season transfer window. The defending champions, so I want to imagine Coach George Georgiadis will have them humming in the weeks to come. Meanwhile, though, everybody's chasing Coach Caitlin Friend and FC Bulleen Lions. Jess Young, one of their mid-season additions, Paige Zoyce and Claudia Mijicic, a few others. There's Maya Markowski standing over this one. Squares it to Harkis. Cheeky little outside of the boot, ball in. Doesn't come off. Of course, the mid-season transfer list that FV Emerging published on their website also revealed that Bulleen registered Tiff Eliadis and Beatty Goad in the mid-season window. Those 2 players not announced on FC Bulleen Lions socials, but if they do become available at any point of the campaign, talk about ace in your sleeve if you are Coach Caitlin Friend. Meanwhile, Gonzalez, one of the new additions for this year, sliding it through. Cordolino looking for a brace, finding a brace. Bulleen Lions up 3-0. They're up for it. We talked about smelling blood. They leave another wound on Alamein in less than 10 minutes into this second stanza. Cordolino with her seconds of the game, moving into outright seconds on the FC Bulleen Lions goal scoring chart. She's now got 5 on the campaign, set up by the player she overhauls, Lourdes Gonzalez. Just like that, if you are FC Bulleen Lions, the lead, given your defensive record, haven't conceded in your last 6, only conceded 5 all season. All to do for Alamein. And, well, another sight that they're not going to like to see. Player down, requiring treatment here before the action can resume. I think substitution being signalled for. Is it Annabelle Haffenden over there? It was a defender. Indeed, it was Annabelle Haffenden, one of the mid-season arrivals for Coach Liam Kafka Sweeney. And, well, Well, they're preparing a sub, so it looks indeed like the former Adelaide United and Brisbane Roar representatives' race is run. We'll get the confirmation when the fourth official puts the board up. Alamein perhaps just huddling up and waiting to be brought back up to full strength before the change is made. And indeed, confirmation happened and makes way for Harriet Lowry, another one of the mid-season additions coming across from Calder United. Her sister Matilda remains on the bench, as does Savannah Anastasopoulos and Emily Harmus and Eden McCown. DePassa knocks it forward. Her Little claims it. O'Brien back to Little. Her pass picked out by Burke. Runnels. Alamein trying to strike quickly and reduce the deficit to 2 once more. Sydney Allen. Nice play from Sydney Allen, getting it across to Runnels. And then she spied a teammate in a bit of space on the right flank. Ball, it's a good one. Runnels is there, got a head on it. Spills out at the back post. Lefebvre couldn't make proper contact with the shot. Bulleen unable to burst forward. Alamein instead will reload. Cat Renahan playing it forward. Sabre didn't give up on it. And DeHarkis knocks it out for a throw-in. Alamein top of Bulleen's box. Burke. Switch of play. Alamein knocking it around, maybe trying to draw Bulleen out and open up some space. They can't do so before the turnover comes. Bulleen will have a throw-in here just inside their opponent's half on the attacking right flank. Muldeary gets us going once more over the head of Gonzalez. Sydney Allen brings it down. And Willich at her back. He now takes it away. Allen wants the throw-in. Will get the throw-in, the Alamein skipper. As it looks like Bulleen preparing another change. Caitlin O'Brien will make way. Replaced by Nia Sala. Alamein trying to fashion an opportunity to whip this ball in from the left. Bulleen close ranks and deny them initially. Throw in. Sabre. She couldn't bring it down. Cordolino in there for Bulleen. Not clear. Markowski. Little dink. Gets away with it. Alamein swore they had it, and in the end they do. No, they don't. Will be a Bulleen throw. Markowski then perhaps getting away with one. DeHarkis. Exchange with Hudson. Byrne. Well, sits Mia Bullich. Bit of a task, but fortunately for her, no Alamein players in the vicinity to make it harder. Her ball forward's going to beat everybody. Bit of a foot race on, but cleared away in the end. Renahan couldn't make proper contact. DePessa cleans up. Lefebvre keeps play moving. Allen, central for Burke. Pass picked out. Now Bulleen looking for Markowski, headed away again. Malloy's. Despite the 3-0 deficit, Malloy is having a good game, as that's a nice ball to find Lefebvre on the left. Back to Renahan. Lofts it forward. And it will be free kick to Alamein in a teasing area. If you're Sydney Allen, has to be tempting from here. Sydney Allen, she can hit them, as can Molly Burke, the two players in conference before Sydney Allen, as one might expect from the veteran skipper. Maybe pull and rank. Lowry coming forward. But this is going to be all Sydney Allen, one expects. Sydney Allen forcing a strong save from Hudson, one that was spilled. And on the spot, Ashley Lefebvre dragging this one back. Hudson got across, but couldn't hold it, and she is duly punished. And Alamain, through the combination of Sydney Allen and Ash Lefebvre, two of those stalwart figures in the lineup of coach Liam Kafka-Sweeney, have reduced the deficit to 2 goals. It's 3-1, just past the hour mark here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. And well, the clean sheet streak that FC Bulleen Lions had is now broken. It will end at 6 games. There will not be a 7th. And how will they respond? Of course, they do have the firepower to score plenty more goals themselves, do FC Bulleen Lions. But can Alamein use this as a springboard to make this game even more interesting? It's been a good one. As Sydney Allen trying to keep play moving. Nia Salah, freshly introduced, getting in the road. Daharkis. Confidence and poise on the ball, Isabel and Daharkis. She was formerly on the books of the Portland Thorns for a reason, Daharkis. She snuffs out that danger and then moves Bulleen forward into a position where they can have a free kick that will be taken by the aforementioned Isabel Daharkis, former Deportivo Cali representative. Whipping the ball in, headed on, but over the crossbar. It was Gonzalez with the header. There's perhaps a head clash with the defender as she did so. We've got a Bulleen player and an Alamein player down inside the visitors' penalty area. Trainers immediately out from both sides. Just trying to pick out which Alamein player it is through a sea of bodies. Maybe Emma Runnels. We'll try to confirm as soon as we can. Lourdes Gonzalez is back up in a seated position. Indeed, it is Emma Runnels for Alamein, who's down as well. She's back to her feet. Both players now, that's what we want to see. Back on their feet, they'll both make their way off the pitch for a bit of further assessment by the trainers, but no numerical advantage to be gained from either side. Both will be down to 10. Every Alamein player huddled together. Bulleen have split into 2 packs, defence and attack, and well, The Alamein bench is up and about. We will see what change they are making. Is it Daniela De Pata? Do I see the number 38 written in red on the board? I think I do. Coming off for Emily Harbus. And the 9 is there as well. The 9 of Emma Runnels and the 7 of Savannah Anastasopoulos being prepared. So it looks like we will have a double change for Alamein at the next opportunity. Indeed, Daniela De Pata sprints off as well. So the double change. Daniela De Pata and Emma Runnels off. Savannah Anastasopoulos and Emily Harbus coming on. Renahan up the touchline. Alamein appealing for it and getting the throw in.
Catch.
Maya Markowski just telling Liam Aldieri that there's no need to fetch the ball if it's not our throw in. Maya Markowski attuned to the dark arts. There's Bulleen making another change. Caitlin Storey coming on against her former side. Replacing Lourdes Gonzalez, who will maybe not so much a matter of not being able to continue after that head clash, but no points in risking her when you are up 3-1 with under half an hour to go. Alamein, well, they would make it interesting. Having said that, they would make it interesting if they could score in the next few minutes and make it 3-2. Malloy's ball picked out. Young laying it off. And Little sending it down the flank. Markowski carrying it inside. Maya Markowski winding up. And for the second time tonight, she's been able to get the line right, but not the length, as that one sails over the crossbar for a goal kick. Maya Markowski now on 7 goals for the campaign, looking for an 8th. Couldn't find the form that she would have wanted with Bulleen in 2023, but certainly shaping as one of the league's key difference makers in 2024. Renahan gets it back after taking the throw in. Kat Renahan. Clean footwork. She tries to slide Lefebvre through. Bullich getting in the road. Putting it out for a throw in. Sabre. Did well to get it across to the back post where it's met. And game on. Alamein have turned this 3-0 game into a 3-2-1. And Emily Harbus, she hasn't been on the pitch that long, but she's been on long enough to get a goal and make this one with 20 minutes to go very, very interesting. FC Bulleen Lions, having not conceded in their 6 previous games, have given up 2 goals in quick succession after taking a 3-0 lead. If you are tuning in on that NPL Women's Victoria YouTube page, do not go anywhere. In fact, be a friend, tell a friend, get them to tune in as well. we are due a bit of a barnstorming finish. If these past 25 minutes are any indication. 4 goals in them. 2 for Bulleen, 2 for Alamein, joining Cordellino's first half strike. And the energy, the noise, the intensity, it has gone up. Bulleen will have a throw-in on their left flank. Bulleen won both of the meetings between these two sides last season. 2-1 and 4-2, albeit Caitlin O'Brien was the only player in those games to net that is on the park for Bulleen tonight. As Hudson sends it out, but straight to Lefebvre, who knocks it back. Muldeary, she can't carry it out and away. Lefebvre's ball to Sabre, who did so well to set up that second goal. She couldn't control it. DeHarkis knocking it forward. Nia Sala. Bit of space on the left. Nia Sala looking for Markowski. Alamein getting in the way. Markowski recovers it. Nia Sala back to Markowski. Shielding the ball from Burke. As she sends it back. DeHarkis has come forward. Sandwiched fairly. Bulleen retained possession. Cordellino looking for a hat-trick. Not going to find it that way. Goal kick. Knocks clear by Alamein. Foot race is on. Bulleen have the numbers. Anastasopoulos didn't want to give up on it. As he chases back as DeHarkis carried it forward. Ball in dispute. Salah comes away with it. Couldn't slide it through for Markowski. Lowry keeps it in well. Trying to command with Anastasopoulos. Alamein have a throw, and you can hear the noise coming out of that Alamein dugout. They're up and about, trying to will their side to find another and restore an unlikely equilibrium in this game. Bulleen had a 3-0 lead. It's now 3-2 with just over 15 minutes to play. Bulleen seeking to defend an 8-game winning streak. It would go to 9 if they can hold on. Alamein, they've won 4 of their last 5. And the confidence from that run, you can see that they're playing with it now. As they seek to repulse Bulleen, Byrne, cross to Liam Muldeary. Sydney Allen there, applying the pressure. Attempted ball to be slid through for Cordellino. Doesn't come off. Renahan gets in the road. Muldeary's throwing. Finds Markowski. Alamein coming up with it, ball forward. Knocked down by Anastasopoulos for Sabre. Subsequent ball is behind Sydney Allen, but she'll get it, facing the right way now. It's a decent ball to Sabre. Trying to slide through Sydney Allen. Bulleen, block it away. Salah. That's coming back. Should be a yellow card, and it is. Harriet Lowry was beaten, so just grabbed as much shirt as she could to halt any sense of forward progress. But Bulleen will have the ball just inside their own territory, will advance into Alamain's once the kick is taken. Chance to get some numbers forward. Dinked ball. Markowski gets worked underneath it by Malloy, but in an unfair manner. Now, Markowski seems to be pulling rank, saying she wants this one. It is in a shooting position. Alamain's first, arriving when Erin Hudson was unable to hold on to a Sydney Allen effort before it was turned in. So Bulleen will no doubt be following up. Markowski to take. Maya Markowski. Just wide of the goal. On this occasion, the length was right, but not the line. And Markowski continues to circle, continues to look for that second goal that would give her a brace and Bulleen a 4-2 lead. Goal kick headed back. Ranahan knocks it forward. Maldiri sends it back. Walsh held it up and laid it off. High ball forward. Maldiri gets ahead on it. Straight to Allen. To Sabre. Lefebvre down the left. And Lefebvre, who was there following up the spilled free kick of Sydney Allen to get Alamain's first. Put it too close to Hudson. Lowry was beat by the bounce. Markowski through to Nia Sala. Looking for the byline. Well, and she found it. And then she went over it. Goal kick for Alamein. "77 minutes gone here at the Veneto Club. Bulleen now holding on to a 3-2 lead. It was 3-0 at one point. Alamein, we're going to come away with it once more. 1-2 in the middle of the park before the resulting ball is picked out. Markowski has time to turn, does so. Looking for Young. Young goes down, free kick. Very similar position to where we saw Maya Markowski flash a shot wide a few moments ago. And it looks like Maya Markowski has set up camp over this one as well. Alana Byrne just coming across to have a little bit of a chat. I mean, a striker like Maya Markowski, you know she'll be backing herself to have another shot if that is the plan. Or do Bulleen try to play something else? Markowski on target off the crossbar! Inches away, Maya Markowski. Was right to back herself. Lefebvre now into Burke. Alamein having survived by the paintwork of that crossbar. Trying to come forward. Harbus down there on the right flank. It was her goal that was Alamain's second that really just sent some voltage through this contest. Markowski. A little bit of juggling as she holds it up. Byrne. First touch let her down. Enabled Burke to take it away for Alamein. DeHarkis has it taken off her. Burke. Alamein can't keep it. But they're swarming. That adrenaline surging through them as they try to pressure and try to close down Bulleen. Will be the hosts with a throw-in on their right flank. Alamein setting up a cordon. Anastasopoulos on the touchline. Sabre in the middle. Burke behind Anastasopoulos. Fev there as well. She got a boot on it. Burke knocks it forward. Anastasopoulos giving Sydney Allen something to chase. Byrne gets there first. Araha Little playing it forward in front of Salah. Can she keep it in? She can. Lowry in front of her, looking for Markowski. Denied. And now Lefebvre for Alamein. Had to let it come to her. Pass picked out. Cordellino. Again Cordellino. Knocked clear. Maldieri. Blocked by Renahan. Cordellino pounces on the scraps. Byrne. Across to Little. Salah. Young. Knocked away by Walsh of Alamein before she could control it. Ball into Markowski. She's done everything but score in these last few exchanges. On another night, she'd have a hat-trick. For now, she's just got the one. As Bulleen hold on to a 3-2 lead. Sydney Allen. Lowry. Blocked away by Salah, so she goes backwards. Cleared away. Lefebvre, bit of space. But her touch lets her down. Maldieri being monstered, but she retained possession now. Cordellino. Malloy getting across. She's been huge for Alamein. There's Kristen Malloy. Former Kiwi Youth International Malloy. Joined last year from Melbourne Uni. Ball State University alumni. Not Ball So Hard University, Ball State University. The Cardinals. Markowski coming across. Does very well to retain possession. There's not a lot of options for her as Malloy pressures and wins the ball back for Alamein. '84th minute here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. Construction on that east-west link looms in the background as Taylor Murphy takes the goal kick. Near Salah. Space opens up in front of her before she tries to slide through Markowski. Alamein, take it away. Burke. Knocks it into space. Bulleen claim. Can they get in behind now? Cordellino. Markowski's in the middle. Cordellino looking for the byline. Trying to turn on the Jets. Does well to go round Renahan. Cordellino. Top of the box. Caitlin Storey against her former side. Makes it 4-2 for Bulleen. Alamein were coming like a freight train. Chugging along that Alamein line, but Bulleen find a way to respond. Caitlin Storey joined from Bentley Greens in the off-season. It's her second goal of the campaign, might be her most decisive as she deals a hammer blow to Alamein's hopes of a comeback and restores a 2-goal buffer for coach Caitlin Friend's side. Alamein, though, you know they will not go quietly as they get play going once more. Anastasopoulos heads it back. Byrne knocks it clear. Young heads it on. Niasala was in an offside position. Indeed, Alamein have been so brave in this second half, forcing. You can't say it's an injustice that Bulleen got another one. As mentioned, Maya Markowski has come ever so close to scoring thus far. She was in the vicinity again when that goal was scored, but Alamein have been such good value in this second half. They've turned it into a massively entertaining contest, and as we tick over into the 86th minute here at David Barrow Stadium on that big old scoreboard, Bulleen preparing another change. Do we have any more twists and turns in the tail? As Betty Michael prepares to come on, Cordolino will make way. She has proven decisive for her side with a brace. Betty Michael, who counts Alamein as one of her numerous former sides. She's been at South and FV emerging as well. Senior goal for Alamein back in 2022. And she enters the fray with her side leading 4-2 and about to take a corner kick. See late on now, that scoreboard reading 87 minutes and 8 seconds. DeHarkis opts to stay home. As Bulleen, on this occasion, looks like they're going to opt for the conga line at the top of the box rather than the mosh pit in the 6-yard area. Not the cleanest looking conga line, they're not single file, but they're all there. Alamein have everybody on the goals. Ball in over the head of Markowski, just. Storey looking for a brace. Not the best shot. Clever back heel from Sydney Allen. Anastasopoulos trying to burst forward. Ball taken away. Alamein wanted a free kick, didn't come. Storey charges down Walsh's ball. Young. DeSala has Lowry in her face. Round one, round two. Niasala winding up. Shot blocked. Anastasopoulos almost left the ball behind. Burke. Couldn't find Sabre. Byrne. Lissel. DeHarkis. Bullich. Sydney Allen. Hustling and bustling and almost taking it back. Would have it had it not been for Storey. Renahan, forward to no one in particular. Byrne, first time ball. Salah. Standing up Lowry, bursting past her. Niasala. Oh, denied by the boot of Taylor Murphy. Sabre now, couldn't control it, gives chase. Bullich. Back to DeHarkis. Lowry got in the way once and twice before just being bustled out of the way by Markowski, but yet again Malloy there to just clean up. 89 minutes gone on the scoreboard here at David Barrow Stadium and at the Veneto Club. Looks like Matilda Lowry is preparing to come on for Alamein late on. She will enter the fray in place of Ruby Walsh. So both Lowrys out there. And it looks like 5 minutes of added time as well will be signalled as we cross over 90 minutes played on the scoreboard here at the Veneto Club. And it's made official, 5 minutes of added time. High ball in. Assistance flag goes up. Alamein ball. Stranger things have happened, of course, but Bulleen moving closer to that 9th win on the trot and moving 5 points clear atop the table. Renahan to Allen to Lowry, Matilda Lowry. Bullich to Markowski. Taken away from her by Malloy. Anastasopoulos. Across to Burke, who's got a bit of time and space. Ball is whipped in, cross, and it's 4-3! Rebecca Saber with her 8th goal of the season. And well, talk about barnstorming finishes. The ball delivered in by Harvest. Saber Bennett sneaking a header inside the post, and well, a 7-goal thriller at the Veneto Club. And Alamein refusing to die. Throw in for FC Bulleen Lions on that left flank. Ball into the corner. Bulleen just trying to kill seconds off the clock. They'll have to be clean with it because, well, the way this game is going, if Alamein break, you almost feel as though destiny would demand they get an equaliser at this point. Perhaps the best course of action for Bulleen isn't to waste time, it's to look for a 5th. As they'll have a corner. Taken short. Alamein players converge. Oh, fierce. Just didn't appreciate the time-wasting sort of challenge. Takes down Markowski. I think it was Harriet Lowry with the challenge, who will go into the book. Free kick. And again, Bulleen will look to take precious seconds off the clock. It's not so much a wall for Alamein as it is a starting line. As they sprint forward. Markowski takes it to the corner flag. Ball up for grabs. Boots swinging at it. Byrne taking it to the corner flag. Alamein ball. Can they move the ball to the other side of the pitch? Hurled forward. Headed back. Booted forward. Markowski with the header. Salah nods it on. Booted away. DeHarkis getting in the way. Close down. 50-50 ball. Bulleen throwing. 94 minutes have gone based on the scoreboard here at David Barrow Stadium as we have a player down. So this time ostensibly should be being added on, as should those stoppages over in the defensive right flank for Alamein. Looks like DeHarkis on the ground for Bulleen. Dragged to her feet by Salah and Markowski. Alamein, boot it forward. Allen heads it central. Anastasopoulos couldn't come up with it as Bulleen hoof it clear. Malloy and Markowski, what a battle that has been. Malloy sends it central. Murphy tried to boot it clear. Ball was knocked over her head by Burke. Byrne just boots it in the direction of the corner flag. Wants it to be a throw-in rather than a goal kick, but it won't be. 95.5 minutes have gone on the scoreboard now. We are at the mercy of the referee stopwatch. The allotted time has expired. Just his determination about whatever stoppages need to be added on. Alamein need to get the ball clear. Harbers couldn't control it. Storey just knocks it into her own dugout. Alamein throw. And Bulleen will hold on in a classic of the genre, a classic of NPL Women's Victoria. 6 goals scored in the second half. Alamein refusing to give in, coming back from 3 goals down to make it 3-2. Bulleen got a 4 through the former Alamein player in Storey. That one decisive. Sabre getting a 3rd for Alamein to give us a grandstand finish, but in the end, Bulleen hold on. 9 in a row for them. They'll go 5 points clear atop the NPL Women's Victoria table. Just the second defeat now in their last 6 for Alamein, but they were brave. They were such good value. Such an entertaining game as it ends here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. FC Bulleen Lions 4, Alamein 3. My name has been Joey Lynch. Thank you ever so much for joining us tonight on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. Every game of the NPL men's and women's season of Victoria there on the channel. Subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend, get them subscribed as well. Thank you for joining us, no matter where you've been. Thanks and success.